All right. Does this work? Really, Ibrahim, does this work?
It's just a good thing to do with that.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. So the last, I think, 2 weeks, we've covered obviously the shurut of salah. We mentioned that istiqbal al-qibla was one of the shurut. I mentioned satr al-awra, and I mentioned tahara, and I mentioned niyyah. We spoke about when can you wipe over something, either it be socks or it can be, your cast or any of those things. So the first thing I mentioned last week was al-khuf, al-khimar. Obviously, khimar is what the women wear on the head. Al-imama, nobody's wearing a head cover. Al-jabira is referring to your cast that I mentioned. So inshallah today we will just cover this part. Fil mudda sharia. So how many days can you wipe, when it comes to certain things? Al-jabira is ila shifa al-jurh, until it is basically, let's say you had a fracture and you were wiping, right? Once you're cured from this illness, there is no wiping after that. So then you have to obviously cut this open and then you will wash like how you did. So you're only allowed to wipe until you can actually, until you're cured, then there's no more wiping. So that's one. وَغَيْرُهَا, for example, the other one is, this is referring to when you have an injury. So what about if it's a socks? It's 1 day for a muqim, i.e. a resident, 3 days للمسافر, ثلاثة أيام وبلياليها, 3 days and 3 nights. So when do you start your 3 days and 3 nights is going to be the question. Or let's say even 1 day and 1 night, right? So here there's ikhtilaf how they try to understand this. So let's say you did wudu, you wore the socks. I'm not going to go into the ikhtilaf of we covered that last time, but let's just say you're going to wipe over the socks. So you did wudu, you put on your socks, and so you can obviously, you have a valid wudu, you can still pray with it. Let's say you broke your wudu. Some scholars took the position from here onwards, your 1 day starts. Some of the other scholars will tell you the first time you wipe is when your 1 day starts. So this is where you find the ikhtilaf on when do you take, when you say 1 day and 1 night, the ikhtilaf is from the time you broke your wudu to like when you actually wipe over the socks. Does it sound clear? So it's either from the time you wipe or from the time you broke your wudu. That's when you'll start your 1 day, 1 night, or 3 days and 3 nights for a musafir.